Alright, we're inside our Class C motorhome, and this is the newer style dinette that I've seen in a lot of motorhomes these days. And we had a problem with it when we got it, and when we wanted to turn it into a bed, and it would kind of slide apart and be uncomfortable or impractical to sleep in. And also, if you put too much weight on the tabletop when it was down in its low position, it would cave in. So I'm going to just show you briefly what I'm talking about. It's got these boards here and here and here that the table rests on. And you would think it'd be plenty strong, but it's got some gaps. It's not. It doesn't completely fit. It didn't fit real tight. And so here we go. You put this cushion here. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. You put this cushion here. Of course, you remove these. Okay, and put a bottom sheet on there with the elastic. And we thought, well, it would hold this piece, but this piece would come out, and this piece slides out, and in the middle of the night, you got a big hole in your bed, and it wakes you up, okay? Because there's nothing to hold the cushions in there tight at all. So, what I did is I got a piece of plywood, cut it into a rectangle a little bit larger than this gap. Now I'm not throwing this away, but I'm not using it for sleeping on. So I got a piece of cardboard and I laid it down and I got under it and drew the exact shape of this opening. And then I got my jigsaw and fine-tuned it and cut it exactly like it is. And I let it come out a little bit. And I put a 2x4, I used 3/4 inch plywood, and under it I put a 2x4 and another piece of wood, and I'll show it to you here. And I just, we'll keep this in the camper somewhere when we're not using it, maybe the basement or somewhere like that. But you see, here's a 2x4 just to make it really strong on the front edge, and also to give you something to attach. This is a piece of cherry I had left over from a project, and I rounded it over with my router, and we sanded it down nice and smooth. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be kind of covered up, and you're only going to use it at night. So also, you see here, you've got a piece of wood holding it up. I put a small piece of wood as a stopper right here and right here on the underside to lock it in there so this won't slide out. See, this fits a lot more snug, and I just measured how far I wanted this to come out by putting all the cushions in there. See, this won't pull out. The only thing it will do is if you push down, it'll kind of flip up. But I might fix that later, but that hasn't been a problem. I've slept on it quite a few times, and that was not an issue. So here's what it looks like. Put all the jigsaw puzzle back together to make the bed. Here's the V shape. And watch this last little piece go in. You just kind of tap it down in there. Nice and firm and snug. And this is my adapter plate to improve the bed for a dinette that converts into a bed. And I can sleep on it. I'm a pretty heavy guy, about 260, and I still doesn't phase it a bit. Very strong. There you go.